I think autumn is one of the most beautiful seasons in Japan. The autumn leaves especially feel like one of the most stunning sights of all 4 seasons. This time I decided to go hiking to enjoy the fall colors, just stepping away from busy city life for a while and slowing down in nature. So grab a warm drink, find a comfortable place to sit, and come join a small slice of my life with me. As winter was starting to set in, the sky was a little cloudy and the air felt cool. Since it was a bit late in the autumn leaf season, I was worried that most of the leaves might have already fallen. But the scenery was even more beautiful than I expected. This photo is one of my favorite moments from the day. Yellow leaves had fallen around a single tree, almost like a spotlight, making its presence stand out. This time, I chose to take trail number 6, a quiet route where you can hear the sound of streams, rivers, and small waterfalls. Surrounded by nature, I walked slowly, taking in the autumn leaves, the moss, and the flowing streams. Whenever I stopped to look closely at small pieces of driftwood or patches of moss along the trail, it felt like a tiny hidden world was spreading out in front of me. Along the mountain path, a small pile of stones stacked by someone caught my eye. They were carefully balanced, one on top of another, almost like a stone monument or a tiny shrine. Kinda cute. I was getting tired, but I walked a bit more and finally reached the top of the mountain. We took a short break at a small shop at the top and decided to have some sansai soba, a simple Japanese noodle dish topped with seasonal mountain vegetables. It was supposed to be a light hiking course, but it actually turned into a pretty good workout. It's something people say all the time, but it's true. After moving my body, eating warm soba in the clear mountain air was an absolutely perfect experience. In the afternoon, the sky cleared up a bit and the autumn leaves stood out beautifully against the bright sky. Along the way, I stopped by a small dango stand called dango. There was a short line, but eating freshly made dango was so good. On the way back, we took the cable car down the mountain and enjoyed a slow, relaxing ride. After climbing down a mountain, I realized we still hadn't had a proper meal, so we decided to have an early dinner. I had soba at the summit earlier, but since there weren't many other options, I ended up having soba again, but this time with a duck rice bowl. The place seemed really popular with lots of good reviews, so I was glad I could get in. Personally, I like adding shichimi chili pepper to my soba to make it a bit spicy. So I had soba twice on that day, but it was still really good. To wrap up that day, I decided to stop by a hot spring near the station before heading home. The hot spring was a bit crowded, but yeah, that was a relaxing moment. Over the weekend, I went back to my university to visit a research exhibition that was open to the public. I graduated from the university last year, so I thought it would feel nice to return this time. Compared to when I was a student, many of the research projects had clearly developed and evolved, which made it really enjoyable to see. I learned a lot and found plenty of inspiration from the work and projects of the younger students. Just looking at them made me want to create something again. When you're busy with work every day, it feels like that pure curiosity to learn or try something new can quietly fade away without you noticing. That's why I think it's really important to actively engage with things other people have created and refresh your mindset, especially if you work in a creative field. Sometimes, depending on the research field or the art genre, you come across things you don't fully understand at all. But I feel that how flexibly you try to interrupt them and make sense of them in your own way is what leads to learning and personal growth. I like this shot. The building is a cafeteria where I used to eat my lunch. I arrived at the university a bit late that day, so the time passed by really quickly. But it was still nice to experience a brief moment of nostalgia. This is George's, a lifestyle store I used to visit. It was located near the station closest to my university. It's a select shop with lots of stylish items. And whenever I needed a birthday present or a small gift for a friend, this was always my go-to place. Unfortunately, I heard this location will be closing by the end of the year, so I stopped by to pick up something one last time. Over the 4 years I spent at the university, I saw this store change with the seasons, so it feels a little sad knowing it will soon be gone. For dinner, I went to an Italian restaurant called New Orleans with my friend. I used to visit a lot back in my university days. It's a little on the pricey side, but it's definitely one of my favorite Italian restaurants. My personal favorites are their orange juice and the chicken and the burdock root pasta. It had been a while since I last had it, and somehow it tasted even better this time. Then I couldn't help myself and ended up having cheesecake for dessert too. And this vlog is about to end, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.